Hello, everybody, and okay. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Talk in the Night. Now, for anybody that is familiar with Talk in the Night, you're usually seeing me on Facebook Live or hearing me on the radio. If you've never heard the show before, um, I do a talk radio show, late night talk radio show. I pretty much base my show after Coast to Coast AM. I started listening when Art Bell was the host of Coast to Coast AM, and my passion for talk radio grew from there. Um, so I'm going to be covering a lot of stuff tonight, and I'm going to bring this to a minimum here so I can move this one up here. Oops, I didn't want to do that. Just want to bring it up. So for anybody that has ever listened to the show before, I cover just about any topic that Coast to Coast AM does. Now I'm going to, let's see if I can share this real quick. I don't want to end the stream. I want to share it. Okay, so I guess I'm not. Oh, there it is. I am live now. I'm just sharing on my Facebook and everything like that. Real quick to let people know I am live. I'm gonna forget Twitter right now. But let's share this on my Discord. If you're not familiar with Discord, I am on Discord now. And I just recently added Twitter to the thing. Hey, Bill. So I'm on Facebook, I'm on Twitter, I'm on Discord. All the links that you need are in the description down below. Like I said, I'm going to cover a lot of different things tonight. I'm going to cover the paranormal. I'm going to cover health. I'm going to cover ufology, cryptozoology. I'm going to cover dating and relationship, especially during this time. Not too much about it. I'm going to cover a lot of politics and conspiracy theories. All the stuff that my show talks about. Like I said, Coast to Coast AM mainly does the paranormal, but they also delve into other things like technology, political stuff, conspiracies, all that stuff. So, like I said, I gained a lot of my interest in talk radio from Art Bell, the late Art Bell, which got me interested in late night talk radio. Now, normally I would have a big old boom mic here, but of course I don't have that equipment. That's why I'm doing this fundraiser show to help me get the equipment, help me hire a couple people to help me get the show rolling again with marketing and some other things. Because I want to be able to bring you some great guests, great content, spanning the whole thing of the paranormal, everything else. Now, I wanted to have a guest on for tonight's show, but unfortunately, I could not get. I spent the whole week trying to figure out OBS and StreamYard and it was just buffering too much to even chance it. Because if I had done that, I would have been able to bring up screens for what I'm talking about. Hey, Nicole. But unfortunately, I couldn't get it to work. Hopefully, maybe in the future, I will. Matter of fact, I'm gonna. I'm gonna share this on my personal Facebook page. But yeah, I just can't share it on Twitter right now because I didn't think to pull up Twitter. All like I said, all the links are in the description down below for my Discord, for my Facebook page, for my Twitter account. I'm really trying to get this going, trying to get back on the air so you don't see my ugly mug. Although, actually, I might, once it gets going again, I might do YouTube Live while I'm on the radio. Unfortunately, you will not be able to hear the guest while I'm doing video. But I will share every type of link where you can hear it and watch it. But that's for the future. Like I said, this is a fundraiser show to help me get all the equipment, help me get hire some people for production and social media marketing to help me bring up advertisers and everything like that. Thanks, Bill. Thanks, Nicole. So I'm trying to get this show back where it needs to be, back on the airwaves. If you've never heard the show, check out my YouTube channel. You can hear some past shows that I've done where I've had some great guests on the show. And I'll get into some of the guests that I've had on the show in a moment. And some of those guests have actually appeared, or not appeared, but were on the Coast to Coast AM program. Chad Meek being one of them, which is the nephew of the late George Van Tassel. I've had some other guests that have been on Coast to Coast AM. And Coast to Coast AM's got millions and millions of listeners. I only hope to get there one day. And I will. It's just going to take time. But I had to stop the show, I want to say a little over a year ago because of health reasons and because of financial reasons. Now I'm getting ready to start college here in, I want to say a little over a week. And I'm going back to college to get my degree, associate's degree in radio, television, and film. So not only is it going to help me with the radio show, but I can probably eventually get my screenplay done. So sorry, I was just reading the chat. Feel free to pop in the chat and discuss anything that I talk about tonight. Like I said, I'm going to cover the paranormal. I'm going to cover ufology, cryptozoology, political stuff, cryptozoology, dating and relationship, technology, health news. I'm going to cover a lot of stuff. Now, I do have certain websites that I'm going to talk about the stories here, and of course, I'm going to start out with the paranormal because I've been in the field, or I retired from the field a couple of years back, but I want to say about 4 years ago, I retired from the field. I did a little stint of helping a team investigate, but as far as actually going out and investigating haunted locations or other things, I stopped all that. Just because I wanted to get down and dirty into the radio business to bring you, the listeners and viewers here, great content, great guests, great topics to discuss and everything. Again, this is a fundraiser show. There is a link for the money pool if you want to donate to the show, help me get um, the money I need to get the show going. I would greatly appreciate that. Like I said, it's going to help me buy some equipment, a better mic, a condenser mic, a big old boom with a pop filter and everything like that, mixing board. But right now, I'm dealing with these headphones with the headset mic. And it works for now. But I want this show professionally done. And to do that, I need the equipment. So we're going to be here for the next 2 hours. And we're going to be talking, like I said, about different stories, everything like that. Be sure to join my Discord channel. Follow me on Twitter. Like on Facebook. Like and subscribe to the Talking the Night YouTube channel, because once I get back on the air, you can hear some of the shows that will be coming up and everything like that. So I got a lot of stuff to talk about tonight. Sorry, if you see the camera shaking, it's because I hit the desk and yeah. So let's get into some of the topics. And like I said, feel free to jump in the chat and discuss what I'm going to be talking about. Let me get a drink of water here. But yeah, like I said, follow me on all the social media sites. And just before I went on the air, on the Talking the Night Facebook page, I posted 8 designs for t-shirts that as soon as I get the show up and running, get the website going again, and get an online store, you can purchase those designs. And there are some cool looking designs on the t-shirts. But let's get into some of the stories. And I want to start out with this one because this one really caught my eyes. Now, if you are familiar with radio, or not familiar with TV shows, ghost hunting TV shows, believe it or not, there is a new one coming out. And it's going to be hosted by Dan Aykroyd. And if I can get the show going again, that is one guest that I want to get on. Now, he is very difficult to get on the show. He's on any show. He's hard to get nailed down for radio or anything else because he's so busy with now this TV show, but also Crystal Head Vodka and some other things. So I want to get him on the show, especially to talk about this new show if I could. But let's get into this story. And like I said, there is a link in the description for all the stories that I'm going to cover tonight. But let's see. I think this is from priestvilleprogress.com. And Dan Aykroyd is skeptic busting and ghost busting with film and T+E series. Like I said, it's haunted hotels. And I want to, let me see if I can pull that up. I want to play that video. Now, I had to hold my phone up to the camera. And sorry about this. Because I really wanted to get OBS or StreamYard working so I could show these and play these, but like I said, for some reason it was not wanting to work. And I guess it's not wanting to come up. But it's Hotel Paranormal is what the show is called. And there was a trailer for it. And I just cannot get that website up for anything. Let's see. Yeah, it's just not wanting to come up. It's a tough site to find anymore. It used to be real easy to, but if you click on the link, let's see, I think there is a trailer video for it. If not, I will post a link to that. But let's get in now. Out of Toronto, there's been something strange in Dan Aykroyd's neighborhood ever since he was born. His mother said she saw ancestors at the front of the bed when I was an infant. And of course, this is Dan Aykroyd talking, the Oscar nominee comedy star, who was born and raised in Ottawa, and said his family's old farmhouse in a recent interview. So he grew up in Canada. He's a Canadian, so but he's always had an interest in the paranormal. He's always had that thing. Why you think he got involved with Ghostbusters? There's residual energy of living beings that used to live there, I think. As many Ghostbuster fans know, Aykroyd's penchant for parapsychology and the paranormal was passed down to him through generations of his family. Now, of course, I didn't really get a lot of that stuff passed down to me. I just kind of picked up a lot of it on my own and interest in it. I really got interested, or let's see, I had my first sighting of spirit when I was 5 years old. Traveling up to Canada to Calgary Stampede when I was a teen on the road to, I think I was through Wyoming. I picked up a book at a stop that my parents had made on Bigfoot. I could have picked out any toy that I wanted. I wanted a book on Bigfoot. So I've always had that interest in the paranormal, and that's why I do this talk radio show, or trying to get it going again, is because I love talking about the paranormal. I love talking about stories. I definitely love having guests on the show to talk about their expertise or their experiences that they've had in the paranormal. But like I said, tonight it's just me, you, and the stories. Let's see, continue on. It's what drew him to narrate the new TNE documentary series Hotel Paranormal. And like I said, oh, wait, I think I can pull it up on YouTube. I think I can. I just thought about that. Please bear with me. Yeah, I found the trailer. All right, so I'm gonna hold the camera or my phone up to the camera so you all can see this trailer. It's only 31 seconds long, so Ain't gonna be too long, and then we'll get back into the story. So let's play that. Let's start from the beginning. I hope y'all can see that okay.
We share the true stories of paranormal encounters that have taken place within hotel walls. Such a chilling experience. And I realized that I'm in a fight. I was afraid that if I rushed for the door, it might kill me. Check out in reality. Check into Hotel Paranormal. Only on T&E.
Okay, so I'm sorry about the glare from the screens that are here on the computer. But that should be interesting, especially if there's a haunted hotel here in Texas, not too far from me, the Baker Hotel, which is looking to open up soon. But I wonder if he's planning on doing a show there. That would be interesting. Like I said, Dan Aykroyd has been not, I don't want to say idol, but somebody that I have respect for to be in the paranormal field. Now, of course, when I started out in the paranormal field, it was more or less not what you see today. Now everything is out in the open with all the TV shows and everything like that. So it's more widely talked about. Back when I started in the field, back in the early 90s, people kind of looked down on you if you were in the paranormal field and talked about this stuff. And some people still do today, but it's more widely talked about. I started out later in life than Ed and Lorraine Warren. If you're into the paranormal, you know who those people are. But as far as the equipment goes, the old tape recorder where you had to put in the tape and push record, yeah, that was the recording device of the day. Whereas now it's all digital recorders, digital cameras. We had to buy the cameras where you roll it up, snap, roll, snap, and then take it to a place to develop the film and wait for that film to come back. So there have been a lot of advances in the paranormal field since I got started, but it also makes it more acceptable to faking stuff. I don't like to fake anything. I'm a truth seeker. I like to put out the truth in anything that I talk about. If I'm wrong, yeah, I'll admit I'm wrong. But I seek out the truth. I want to know as much as possible on these different things in the paranormal field. Let's continue on to the story here. Hotel Paranormal, which you just saw the trailer for. You can find that trailer on YouTube, Hotel Paranormal trailer. Just search that and you'll find it. But which debuts this Friday. And speaking of Friday, and I'm going to get to that in a moment, I got an announcement for Friday, but I want to finish this story off first. But his show is debuting this Friday, and inspired him to write and star in the hit Ghostbuster comedy franchise. The release of the next installment, Canadian-born director Jason Reitman's Ghostbusters Afterlife, has been postponed till 2021 due to this C virus. I can't say the whole name because I don't want my YouTube channel taken down. So if you hear me talking about the C virus or fancies, I'm using different words because, like I said, if you mention certain words on YouTube, your video can be taken down. It's censorship at its worst. But like I said, we're going to get into the politics and the conspiracy stuff later on in tonight's show. But let's get into the rest of the story. We're very anxious for the people to see it because it's really, really good, said Aykroyd, who co-wrote and co-executive produced the new film. He also appears in it alongside original Ghostbuster stars including Bill Murray and Sigourney Weaver. And you know you can't have Ghostbusters without Bill Murray and Dan Aykroyd. It just don't seem right. That's why the female version of Ghostbusters 3 just didn't resonate with fans of the series or the trilogy because they just were not there. And people wanted to see Bill Murray. They wanted to see Dan Aykroyd. They wanted to see him. Now, this new film should be interesting. I would love to see it once it comes out. But continuing on, but it never gives Jason some more time to tweak it, get even better. A movie is never finished, so this is a good lead-in time. And when it does come out, the audience will be ready for really high-quality AAA entertainment and a big bowl of fun like the first two movies. And Pulp Figs, I know I'm probably screwing that up. 2016 movie also was great. Produced by Toronto-based Saloon Media, a Blue Ant Media company, Hotel Paranormal profiles hotels, motel guests who have believed they have had otherworldly encounters during their stay. So maybe he won't do the Baker Hotel, but that would be an interesting thing to cover since they're trying to get it open to the public. But he's going to talk to people, feature people that have stayed in haunted hotels and motels for this new series. Some of the experiences are described as terrifying and were documented on camera by the series subject. Now, if you've ever heard Talking the Night before, you know when I'm talking about the paranormal, you know I got to get my 2 cents into this. You know I got to cover stuff like this. And I've gone like 30 minutes just talking on this one subject or this one story. But you know that when I've talked about paranormal TV shows, you're only seeing an hour of what really goes on in an investigation. And people, and I might get some bad blowback from this, but I don't care. Zach Baggins is not the greatest thing since sliced bread. I mean, he has been known to fake stuff. He's ran out of my friend David Oman's house, which I want to talk about because I think he has an event coming up on June 1st, but I'm going to get into that later. But he's ran out of his house well before the scheduled time. Yeah, Nicole said I lasted longer. Hell, I stayed in the house overnight. I have no fear. And nothing was bad as the Ghost Adventure crew made it seem like. But I'm going to leave it up for you to make up your mind on what you think of them. I have my opinion, you have your opinion. So I'm going to stop with this story because it keeps going on. But like I said, you can find the link in the description for this story. And I definitely want to check out this Hotel Paranormal TV series. I just got to be able to find out where it's going to be at, where I can watch it. Now, as I was saying about David Ullman, I'm going to get into David Ullman. I'm going to get into this Friday. Now, I'm not talking about the story that I just read, but I got an announcement for this Friday. I haven't shared it yet because I got to get all the links for it. But this Friday, I'm going to be live on, let me see the name of the radio show. It's on Fishbowl Radio Network. The name of the show is Keep It Rolling. As soon as I get links for that show and everything, I will post it in the Talk in the Night channel or Facebook page. I'm going to post it in the Discord. I'm going to post it on Twitter. I'm going to share it all around so you can find it. I'm going to be on that show this Friday from 9 to 11 Central Standard Time. So that would be 7 p.m. Pacific, 10 Eastern. So I'm going to be talking about the paranormal. I'm going to get into different topics on the show. I'm sure they're going to ask me a lot about the paranormal, but I'm going to get into my radio show talking about that, what I'm trying to do here, trying to get the show back on the airwaves to, like I said, bring you great guests and everything like that. Also, as I was saying, with David Ullman, he has a paranormal investigation at his house on, I believe, June 1st. Nicole or Bill, if you can confirm that for me, that would be great. But I'm pretty sure it's June 1st that he's going to be hosting a social distancing paranormal investigation. I don't know how that's going to work because there are some narrow passageways and there are let's see, there are some small spaces that people like to check out in groups, and there ain't enough room to social distance 6 feet away. So I don't know how he's going to do it, but if you ever get a chance to investigate David Ullman's house, which sits 150 feet away from where the Manson murders happened in Beverly Hills, I highly recommend it because you'll see stuff that you might not see just about any location. So it's definitely worth it. So let's get into another story. Let's get into let's do this because I talked about the Ullman house not having enough room and social distancing. Let's cover this story, and as soon as I get it to stop. Whoops. I hit the button to play it. But this is out of course, Northern California. Another house with small spaces. The Winchester Mystery House. Now, I've never been there yet. I want to be there. I want to go there. I want to check it